Many people, for the food application, believe that mushrooms are non-vegan products. I'm Dr. Yashaswini. I'm a scientist by profession and an entrepreneur at heart. Got my PhD in biotechnology, specializing in cancer biology. I was given an opportunity to start or co-found Mycovation, which is Asia's first mycelium-based ingredient company, which was based out of Singapore. And this is what paved my way into the world of fungi. As a kid, I always wanted to solve real world problems. And my journey to biotechnology was very formal. With my graduation in biotechnology, and I went on to pursue my PhD in cancer research. Typically, I worked on developing targeted drug delivery system to cure cancer. But most of these research does not see the light of the day due to prolonged clinical trials and regulation. So that is something that sparked my curiosity and interest. But it was during my journey at Mycovation that I realized the true potential of fungi that can be used for food, medicine, and even in biomaterials. And the ability of mycelium to transform waste and convert them into valuable resources actually fascinated me. And that is what led me to explore more of fermentation-based food applications. And now biomaterials and bioremediation is what I'm thinking about. Mycelium community in India is also relatively very young and organic. Only those people who are interested in fungi and its application joining the community. Soon after exiting Mycovation, I focused on knowledge sharing. I started interacting with more people, building network with researchers, startups, and sustainability advocates, similar to my activity at Vidacity. That's when I realized that there are a lot of activities that is happening, and there are many challenges, programs, incubators that is helping push the fungi-based innovations. Sustainable sourcing of fungal materials is a key to developing any fungal-based products. Most of us, especially the startups and even researchers, use cultures from reputable culture banks like ATCC, and we do have specific protocols that we need to follow while connecting indigenous strains, anything from foraging or from nature, and follow ethical compliances so that we work out the analysis of these strains in lab and only proceed with product development later. The key problem statement that most of these startups put up is environmental impact when it comes to mycelium. Our strategy at the startup was also to develop a lean system to grow mycelium with a focus on low impact fermentation, which uses minimal infrastructure, and a closed loop system to reduce waste. And personally, I also believe in transparency within the supply chain. So working with people and ethical suppliers can also be supportive and helpful in sourcing right kind of strains. Most of the processes do not behave the same way at lab scale, at pilot scale, and at a full-scale production. There needs to be resources and infrastructure that supports the scale-up of any product. When it comes to fungi-based applications, regulatory challenges are very important, because even though the strains are GRAS certified, if we are developing a new product using the same strain, that product needs to undergo regulatory approval before we marketing. This could be a lengthy process. Hence, it is very important for us to understand the whole regulatory pathway before we venture into product development. A market adoption or customer acceptance plays a very crucial role, because still many people, for the food application, believe that mushrooms are non-vegan products. That's not the same story with Southeast Asia, because most of them consume these mushrooms in their regular cuisines. When a scientist wants to transition into business, just like how I did, it is a very crucial step wherein we also need to understand the mode of business models, business regulation, financing your startups, supply chains, and everything come into picture. Most of the scientists have the tendency to work in isolation. The world is not the same. It is much wider. It is also very essential that we think of developing a solution for a real world problem rather than just working on a technology. build right kind of network. When you have like-minded individuals sharing their experience, sharing their ideas with you, you can tread through this path much easier. The yoga studio is a family business. We've been running it for last 16 years. The studio is what taught me about service and business. Though I have not been a main player there, I'm only involved in the management and organizing things at the studio. When it comes to the knowledge that I have gained using fungi, we can also work on improving the wellness and mental health aspects. Down the line, we are also planning to have fungi-related wellness programs incorporated in the studio. I'd be Amanita muscaria. You see that as an icon everywhere. I would like to relate it as mysterious, bold, and full of contradiction. It is often misunderstood as a poisonous one, and however, it is not. Because Amanita muscaria has been used as traditional medicine in folklore medicines and also even in spiritual practices. The fungi has a clear cultural adaptation beyond science, and they also have a deep symbiotic relationship. They connect with plants and share information and nutrition among them. So something that I can relate to in my work, wherein I believe collaboration and adaptability are the key to making an impact.